So Santa Cruz County is where they grow Driscoll's strawberries, and Driscoll's strawberries have been in the news lately for having very high levels of pesticides, et cetera, but the biggest news for me is that the county in which they are grown, which is Santa Cruz County, California, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, has now the highest rate of pediatric cancer in all of California, which is 38% higher than the rest of the state. I mean, I wonder why these berries of perfection. Did you see the size of this thing? This is a Driscoll's berry. I mean, this is not natural. Has anybody ever seen a naturally grown strawberry? It's literally like the size of my thumb. This thing is the size of my fist.
I mean, this is what happens when we let corporations write their own regulations and call it freedom. They just get to do what they want, and it poisons us from the ground up. You know, kids are getting cancer, so shareholders can see another quarter of growth, another year over year bump of 20, 30, 40, 50%. So sad. But you know what isn't sad? Liking this video and subscribing to the channel. Let's get into it.
This is white bread from America, while this is white bread from England. American white bread is classified as a plastic in all 43 countries because it is virtually indestructible. Even if you smush it, it bounces right back into shape because of the number of chemical preservatives in this bread. Meanwhile, because the British bread is entirely natural, it holds its shape. The only way you can cut through a piece of American white bread is through this uncrustable cutter. Meanwhile, the British bread you can rip right apart with your bare hands. American bread is this unnatural white color not found in nature because of the bleaching agents found in the flour. The American bread contains less than 1% of bleached white flour and 65 chemical ingredients, including Red 40. It also includes 29 grams of sugar, which is more than 5 tablespoons. Meanwhile, British bread contains only 3 ingredients: flour, yeast, and water. British bread starts to mold after a few days because of the live cultures, but white bread stays the same even after 5 years. For the taste test, for the white bread.
Okay, again, it's very slightly exaggerated, but all legitimate things, you know, and when it comes down to it, we're the only developed country where people have to wonder if their bread is going to poison them or not. And again, obviously, you can rip the bread because you got to chew into it and stuff, but the other aspects of what she was talking about is very true. I mean, it's really not normal at the end of the day. Everywhere else has figured this out decades ago, and we haven't. And that's bad.
My strawberries from local farmers markets, they're so much better for you. I literally saw that lady at my local farmers market pour Driscoll's non-organic strawberries into those little cardboard boxes, and then she put them all out on the shelf for sale. And when I asked her, I thought those were supposed to be fresh strawberries. She's like, they are fresh. Meanwhile, I saw so many empty Driscoll's non-organic strawberry boxes, all where she took them out to pour them into her little cardboard boxes. It's your little PSA not to trust your farmers markets either.
Oh man, even the farmers markets are compromised now. And that is true. You know, it absolutely is, because there's more money in the scam than in actually growing real, genuine, natural, good food. You know, that's where deregulation actually, you know, what it looks like on the ground.
We can't have anything in this fucking country. We can't have one thing. There's weevils in the fucking pasta. There's caramel color in the fucking Starbucks drinks. There's carcinogens in all the Kellogg cereals. We can't have nothing. And y'all wondered why half of us don't bother eating but one meal a day. Because everything America's feeding us is killing us. I'm so tired. I'm so tired.
I mean, it's true. This is why the just read the labels argument is a little bit insulting. There have been countless times where, you know, there's things beyond the labels. You know, people are just working 2 jobs and still can't afford rent, and now they need a chemistry degree to buy cereal? But goodness gracious, my favorite ingredients: red 40, yellow 5, blue 3. God only knows, man. You know, it's crazy.
So when I make mac and cheese, I usually make my own cheese sauce. I use like milk, butter, and whatever cheese that I have. I went to Aldi and bought a block of sharp cheddar cheese. And when I go to melt it, it doesn't fucking melt. It just turns into clumps. This is the cheese that I bought. Sharp cheddar, Happy Farms, whatever. And this is what it turned into.
Oh.
clumps. It didn't even melt. Like, usually my sauce is like creamy. It's a fucking cheese sauce, a regular cheese sauce. And this is what it turned. What is this? What is this? Like, it looks like gum. It looks like fucking gum, like just melted plastic. I'm so pissed off right now. Like, not me trying to be healthy, making a homemade cheese sauce to not use the fucking powdered cheese that comes in a box. And like, what is that? Like, what is this?
Mommy and me?
Yeah, baby. I'm pissed off.
Understandable. I mean, you can't even opt out by cooking from scratch anymore. Clearly, as we've seen here, because they've corrupted the whole supply chain. I've also experienced similar things to this. Not super recently, but late last year. You know, this is what happens when you essentially let 4 companies control the entire food system. Mass monopoly.
I had to come outside and make this video because I don't want to freak my kids out, okay? I can't cook ground beef anymore. There's something wrong with our ground beef. I spent many years getting my meat from a free-range farm, but I can't afford to do that anymore. So I have gone back to grocery store meat, and there's something wrong with our ground beef. It doesn't smell right, it doesn't look right. I don't even want to give it to my kids. I came out here to make this video because I'm so upset. This is like, I've gone to every different grocery store. I can't cook ground beef anymore. I can't. It doesn't smell right. I won't even eat it. And you know what? My kids are noticing. It's not just me. My kids, I'm cooking, and I haven't been able to stomach meat in a while, but this ground beef, again, it's like, it's been happening all year. Something is not right with our ground beef. I don't care what you say.
Hey, when parents are scared to feed their kids some of the most basic staple foods, that is plain and simple just a policy failure, you know. But of course, you know, good old 3-time MAGA voters, sure, you know, let's keep putting the FDA or keep gutting the FDA rather and calling it small government.
Okay, so this whole thing about bioengineered foods from Aldi is like going viral on TikTok, right? So I'll show you here. I looked into it, and what this means is that it contains genetically modified food items. So just like GMO, in I think the beginning of 2019, there was a new law passed to where the labeling of GMO is different. So they do not have to label a GMO. They can add this that contains bioengineered ingredients. And guys, I'm sorry, this is obviously not good. So everyone's talking shit saying Aldi has all these bioengineered food products. Every store has these, okay? This is obviously shitty. So I think people are spreading stuff that's just not necessary.
Yeah, I mean, they did rebrand GMO to bioengineered because the focus groups told them people caught on. They were understanding. They stopped buying as much. They stopped funneling as much money. It's the same playbook they use every single time, right? New label, same product, same lack of oversight.
Grocery store food.
Commented on my video I made yesterday about the food that we're eating that animals won't eat it. I talked about grapes and strawberries having no taste except for citric acid. We know what citric acid is. It's in so much of our food. The comments, I have over 1,500 comments, and they're talking about watermelon that feels rubbery. They're talking about lettuces that don't crunch. They're talking about bread that doesn't mold. Guys, look, we're not stupid. They're playing in our face, and I don't care how you slice shit cake, it still stinks. Right now, we've got food that won't mold. It doesn't go bad. And literally, the animals, hungry freaking animals, will not eat it. I have over 1,500 comments of people all around the United States saying the same thing. Kroger, Walmart, you guys got to do better.
Hey, people notice because it's real. And the fact that we're even beginning to have this conversation at any point, you know, shows how far we've fallen. Other countries ban this stuff. We just let it ride. We just consume it. We get dumber. We have more health problems and so on.
Children living near Driscoll strawberry farms have a 38% higher risk of cancer, but our research uncovered something worse. Turns out Driscoll's cannot be sued for any health damage that they cause from their heavy pesticide use. And this is by design, because Driscoll's doesn't actually own a single farm, grow a single berry, or apply an ounce of pesticides themselves, and instead shift the burden on the individual farmer. They avoid any liability when someone gets sick, which can happen often. UCLA researchers identified 13 pesticides linked to childhood cancer when sprayed within 2.5 miles of a home. And in 2019, 98.5% of the total volume of those leukemia-linked pesticides was applied in Watsonville, California, Driscoll's main strawberry operation. And the schools in Watsonville sit just yards away from the fields where they're sprayed. It seems Driscoll's made a calculated risk and organized itself as a genetics and marketing company, making $3 billion a year, licensing their plant patents to over 700 farms, and selling the product under their label and then taking a cut. This is why choosing what brands you buy very carefully at the grocery store can make a massive impact for everyone. We make it easy to check your produce for hidden pesticides and to shop local on the Oasis app.
Sheesh. I mean, they structured it so no one's legally responsible when kids get sick. That's insane, man. People are so malicious. That's not a loophole. That's absolutely, just simply put, the system working exactly as designed to protect profit over people consistently.
Okay, this TikTok is for Costco and Driscoll's berries. I just bought these strawberries in Costco. My daughter, my 3-year-old, eats a lot of strawberries. So we go through a lot of them. I did not buy the organic strawberries because they were like $14 for a pack like this, and we just go through too many. So these were $7 something, almost $8 for this pack of strawberries. Cool. In this economy, whatever. It is what it is. Listen, here's the problem. I just cut the strawberries, right? This is like our second day of having them. Yesterday, I only usually cut the ends off for my daughter because that's how she likes to eat them. Like, she likes to eat them like this. So yesterday, I just cut the ends off, and I didn't look too closely at the white part here. But today, I was cutting the ends off, and I'm like, that looks really white. So I cut inside the berries. What is going on, you guys? Because they're fully white, and they taste like chemicals. Like, what in the GMO strawberries is this? Look at this. That is not how a strawberry is supposed to look. Everyone is like this. It's like outside, they look perfect. Look, they look perfect. When I saw this box, I'm like, oh, wow, perfect berries. None of them are moldy. I mean, a little bit, but like, you know, sometimes you try to look for the best box. It looked perfect. Look inside. So yeah, I don't want to feed this to my kid. I wouldn't eat this myself. They don't even taste like strawberries. I would love a refund, but also I would love to not have berries like this on the shelves. What is going on? What is going on? Seriously, what kind of berries are these? These are not strawberries. You cannot tell me that this is a strawberry. That this is a strawberry. This is a white, I don't know what this is. It doesn't even taste like a strawberry. So yeah, just wanted to share.
Absolutely disgusting. He's doing what every parent should be able to do. And that's trust that food sold at, especially a major retailer is actually food, you know, not horrible for you and something gross inside, you know. Instead, she needs to inspect berries like it's like you're a lab technician. That's horrible. The state of America, it's been bad. It's getting worse. Just gotta pray. If you haven't already, please make sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one.